Hi guys, I'm Valkia, and we're going to take a look at the game mode Capture Point. We're going to take a look at the maps, where the health packs are located, and routes on the maps too. On the game mode Capture Point, there are two areas in which you need to be captured. You must always capture point A before point B becomes active. There are two teams, the attacking team who are trying to capture, and the defending team who are trying to stop you. At the end of each game, you then switch sides. So let's talk about the maps in Capture Point. There are currently 3 maps available in Capture Point: Volskaya Industries, Temple of Anubis, and Hanamura. Large and small health packs can be located around the maps also. The large gives you 250 health and the small gives you 75. So let's take a look at Hanamura. Hanamura is a beautiful map based in Japan, looking to be the home of Genji and of Hanzo. On attack, you spawn inside an arcade machine center, and on defense, you spawn inside a dojo. The spawn room is also a health point that can put you back to max health in just a few short seconds. So let's have a look at the first capture point on Hanamura, which is essentially a big bell. I'm going to show you the basic route to get to the capture point. Let's have a look at the health pack locations along the way to point A. There are a few small and large health packs to help you before you go through the gate. There are also a few health packs after the gate. The capture point will be marked with a red line going around the area. You must have all of the enemy team off this point before it will capture. Let's have a look at the route to point B. After you capture point A, your spawn location will then move into that area. Capture point B is closer to the enemy spawn, so they'll be able to contest it quicker than capture point A. This is the same on all 3 of the maps. Let's check out the health pack locations from point A to point B. Once again, a number of large and smaller health packs are in the surrounding area. It's good to become familiar with the health packs closer to the capture point. Every map has more than one way to get to the capture point. Using different heroes and experimenting with their abilities, you can find new routes into the capture points. Using Thorough, I'm going to show you a couple of alternate route examples getting into capture point A. Of course, these aren't all of the alternate routes. There are plenty more with different heroes, so do a little bit of experimenting and find which routes you can take with different heroes. And a few examples of alternate routes from A to B. Point B on Hanamura has a really nice outside decking, which is great for heroes that can fly, teleport, and jump. There are different pathways, doors, and windows to get yourself into point B. Let's travel to Russia, to Volskaya Industries, a big robot production facility, home of Zarya. The map features moving platforms and some really awesome flanking routes. The attackers spawn in a very library-looking building. There are a lot of books, and there's a giant globe in the middle of the room. And the defense spawns in what looks like to be the heart of the production facility. Let's check the basic attack route from spawn. The bridge is a major choke point, so you're going to need to be careful around this area. Let's have a look at the health packs on the way to capture point A. There's quite a few large health packs around the bridge because it's such a big choke point. Become familiar with these locations because you're most likely going to need to use them at some point, but hopefully you've got a great support healer on your team. Let's head to capture point B, the final location on the map. As before, capture point B is right next to the enemy spawn. And let's review the health pack locations for capture point B. Volskaya Industries has great flanking routes that can help you get the advantage. The sneaky routes are great, especially when you're going to be doing a combined team rush. And routes to point B, of which some of these are my favourites and have won us countless games. Here's an example in action. On this particular flank, you stay hidden. They'll have to rely on being able to hear you if they want to know where you are. Unless, of course, if Widowmaker has her ultimate on, or Hanzo has a sonic arrow in your general area. That pretty much summarizes Volskaya Industries, so let's move on to Temple of Anubis. The Temple of Anubis is based in Egypt, just beneath the Giza Plateau. Situated at the base of a technological pyramid at which AI experiments are being conducted. It's home to one of my favourite heroes, Farah. On attack, you start inside a giant vehicle which is in the desert. And on defense, you spawn inside a cobweb and rat-infested room. Let's take a look at the route from attack spawn to point A. Before getting to objective A, there is a huge choke point. You get faced with a double archway bridge, which is the only way in. Let's have a look at the health packs before going through the archway. And these are the health pack locations after you've breached the bridge. The Temple of Anubis is definitely lacking some large health packs around the point, so you're going to need to get yourself a good healer. Let's head on over to Capture Point B. Let's have a look at the health packs en route to Capture Point B. Now that we've seen all the health packs, let's take a look at alternate routes. There's no escaping going under or over the bridge. It's the only way in to get to Capture Point A. Don't forget how effective Thara's E ability Concussive Blast is when you need to get to places quickly. This is a nice route for Widowmaker as well that I've not seen many people use yet. There's also a few routes to Capture Point B. On the very left hand side you've got the sneaky cave. And then of course, there's always over the top. This brings us to the end of the Capture Point maps. Hopefully this has been insightful and that you've been able to learn something from it. I've tried to cover as much as I can, but of course there may be things that I've not covered in this video that you'll find when you play the game yourself. Hopefully this will be a good guide for any new players, so share it between anybody who you think would appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing for more Overwatch content. Feel free to drop a like and a comment as well.